Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. Fall is officially here and I decided today I would finally do my fall essentials video and show you some of the new in pieces that I am really excited about wearing this season, things that I am doing to kind of put myself into the fall mindset since the weather here where I live is really not as cool as I would like it to be at this time of year, but I definitely have captured the fall spirit after spending some time up in North Carolina where their fall was just beginning and it was absolutely glorious, and I am just so excited to start wearing some of the things that I'm going to show you, start using some of the things I'm going to show you, and I'm just going to jump right in and get started. So the first thing, my first essential I think for fall is kind of getting my skin back in order after doing some damage in the summertime, getting some sunspots, things on my face. I like to use products that help me to exfoliate my skin. So that is my first fall essential would be sort of my skincare and exfoliation. So a few of the products that I have been really loving, this one is almost empty and I need to get a new one. This is from Beauty Pie. This is the Dr. Glycolic. It's a pore purifying glow toner. And this is something I like to apply when I get out of the shower and before I do my skincare. I kind of use this on just a cotton pad. I wipe it all over my face and it really helps to, it's kind of a chemical exfoliant and it helps to just really make your skin glow before you even apply any skincare. So I let it kind of sit in for a while as I'm doing other things. And yeah, that is kind of my first sort of step of my exfoliation process. Another thing I do a couple times a week is I use Beauty Pie's Wonderscrub, and this is just a really nice kind of micro scrub. It calls it a Bio-Dermabrasion face polish. This is something I apply dry onto my skin and just really rub it good into my skin before I get into the shower, probably about twice a week I would say on average, and it's something that again I probably need to get some more of soon, but it's a great product. I've been loving Beauty Pie right now, and this is just another thing that I like to use, a more sort of physical exfoliant to get slough off all the dead skin and kind of renew the layers of my skin. And the last sort of exfoliating product that I've been loving from Beauty Pie is the Plantastic Micropeeling Super Drops. I use a few of these drops either morning or night on my skin, probably again a few times a week, and it just really helps for my skin to do kind of a natural chemical exfoliation, which I think is really great and helpful when you're wanting the skin to turn over. In addition to all of this, I am using a vitamin C and some niacinamide kind of serums and things, but I really think the biggest change for me that I make in the fall that I consider an essential is, implementing more kind of exfoliating products to kind of help my skin slough off and turn over. My second fall essential would be changing up my beauty routine a little bit for fall. So for me, it typically means incorporating some of the deep, rich tones that I love so much back into my beauty routine. So two of the products that I'm absolutely obsessed with. The first one is this Chanel number 1 to Chanel Lip and Cheek product. I will list the product shade down below, but I absolutely love this stuff. I have it on today on my lips as well as my cheeks. It's just a really easy way to kind of get a nice natural, for me, kind of a plummy, brightening sort of color. Definitely looks a little darker in here than it goes on, but it's absolutely a gorgeous tone for fall. And then the other product that I love so much is from Jones Road Beauty. This is I forget the name of this. It's their lip balm, and I will leave the shade name and information down below, but this is such a great balm. It's a little bit glossy, a little bit dewy, but not super glossy or dewy, and it feels sort of like an oil on your lips. I have that on as well over top today, and I'll just put a little bit more on so you can see what it looks like. I also really love the applicator with this because it just, I don't know, it just glides on really easy. I don't really feel like I need a mirror. and I try to use it somewhat sparingly so it doesn't like goop up on my lips. Such a great shade and one that I absolutely love for the fall. My next fall essential that you knew was probably coming is fragrance. I love to surround myself with things that make me feel cozy and warm, and in the fall time, especially when I am indoors and working from home, I like to surround myself with comfort and coziness. And the two fragrances that I've been reaching for the most right now are Gypsy Water from Byredo, which is a really warm, beautiful kind of fresh vanilla scent, as well as MFK's Gentle Fluidity Gold, which is another beautiful kind of warm vanilla. Both of these, I believe, kind of have that juniper berry that kind of lifts it, makes it a little more fresh, and at the same time, they have the beautiful kind of warming vanilla that is just like so delightful. This one especially I love to wear when I'm going out in the evenings, when the weather cools down a little bit, because it just like surrounds me like a cozy blanket. I was wearing it quite a bit on my trip up to North Carolina, and it just gives me all the fall feels. So these are two of my favorites, but definitely love to surround myself with cozy fragrances in the fall time. And the other way I like to get my cozy on in the fall with fragrance is to light candles and diffuse essential oils in my home. And I recently picked up a new essential oil kit from Vitruvi. I love Vitruvi. I think I've talked about them on my channel before, but it's been a while. I have several of their diffusers, which are like little pieces of art. If you have, bought some diffusers for your essential oils that you think are ugly, which I had done in the past. I had several kind of plasticky, just ugly ones. You should check out Vitruvi because they have really beautiful kind of stone diffusers that look like little pieces of art. I have two of them, one up in my office that I use to kind of energize myself a little bit, and one down in kind of our main living space that really kind of just fills that whole space with whatever scent I like. I like to go for, again, cozy scents in the fall. And this little kit has 4 essential oils in it: Breathe, Grove, Mixed Feelings, and Sweater Weather. And it was Sweater Weather that actually caught my eye when I saw this advertised on Instagram, and I knew I had to have it. But here's what the little set looks like. Really, really cute, and I love their packaging. Sweater Weather, very adorable. So yeah, definitely some scents I'm looking forward to diffusing in my home. And the other way I love to fill my home with cozy, delicious scents is through lighting candles. And I have a couple here that I have been holding off on lighting until the fall, and I'm finally going to do it soon. These are from Diptique. I have Santal, which is a beautiful sandalwood fragrance, and Vanille, which is obviously a vanilla scent. And both of these are so warm and cozy and delicious, and I cannot wait to light them. I'm really loving right now Diptique candles. I have an amber one that actually I already have lit, and that one just again fills my home with warmth. And jumping into my fall fashion essentials, this year has been kind of all about 90s inspired fall fashion, and I am so here for it. I'm normally not someone who buys into a lot of trends, but there are a lot of trends this year that I am really excited about, and so I have made quite a few purchases over my birthday month, and I thought I'd show you some of those pieces. The first essential I want to talk about is kind of, or trend, is kind of the Maxi everything. Maxi dresses, Maxi coats, Maxi skirts, just Maxi everything. And I've gotten a few dresses here that I wanted to show you that I got from, these two are from Banana Republic. These are just some long kind of, I think they're supposed to be midi dresses, but on me, they fit more like maxi dresses. They're sweater dresses, sleeveless, perfect for the climate I live in because I can just wear them alone or belted and kind of throw on, a third layering piece, or in this case, a second layering piece over top if I need something to stay warm. But they're just really simple, clean, minimal designs, and I absolutely love them. And then I also found these on Amazon The Drop for a really great price. I had to pick one up in this beautiful kind of brownie, toasty brown shade, and this black one, of course. And these are longer sleeve, just crew neck, really simple, supposed to be midi length, but on me they're maxi. I think these are going to look so, so cute with boots, with chunky shoes, which I'll get into later. And these are also incorporating a couple of other trends that I'm going to talk about. But for now, Maxi everything. I've got some Maxi skirts, I've got some Maxi dresses, I've got lots of things that I can wear in sort of this Maxi trend area, and I am so here for it. Next fall essential and sort of fall trend that I am so here for this year is everything in sort of a warm shade of camel / caramel / brown. I am just so into the browns this year. I have quite a few things I've picked up in that color. I've got the dresses that I just showed you, as well as this sweater that I'm wearing. This is an organic cotton kind of oversized cardigan that I picked up from Quince. I am really, really impressed with Quince, you guys. I am so loving everything that I've purchased from the company and could not recommend them enough. If you're looking for like really quality, I started off with kind of silk and linen in the summertime, and now for the fall I've transitioned into some of their organic cottons, and they just do natural fiber or natural fabric clothing that is such great quality for such great prices. So it does take a little long to ship, but it is definitely worth the wait. So if you haven't yet checked out Quince, definitely do. And another beautiful sort of rich brown tone that I've incorporated into my wardrobe is this gorgeous handbag. This is from the Curated. This is their classic handbag in the, I think they just call it brown, but I would, or chocolate maybe, but I think it's just like this beautiful shade that is sort of a chameleon between a brown and a caramel color, and it is just so beautiful. It comes with 2 straps, but I like to wear these, I have several. I like to wear these on the shorter strap, especially right now. It is definitely on trend. I'll get into that too. Shoulder bags, definitely another trend for the season. But yeah, this is such a great handbag, and one that will go with all of my warmer sort of browns and camels and caramel tones that I am just so in love with for this fall season. Another essential for the fall season are stripes, and I am just so always into stripes. I am so down with stripes, but specifically sort of chunky sweaters in stripes is kind of where I tend to incorporate the most of my stripes in the fall. And this year I picked up this beautiful sweater from Rails that is in, again, that lovely kind of warm shade of camel with black stripes, and this is something that I know I can dress up or dress down. It's going to look so cute with everything from kind of a maxi skirt to like a slip skirt to a pair of jeans, leggings, anything I feel like throwing this on with it pretty much goes with. So definitely a great addition to my collection of striped chunky sweaters. Another fall essential for this season that I think is such a throwback to the 90s is plaid, and I'm seeing plaid kind of everywhere, especially the flannel shirts. Now, the flannel that I can wear here in Florida is different from my flannel of years ago when I was such an LL Bean girl, and I loved my LL Bean flannels, and I ended up selling so many of those before we moved to Florida because I figured I'm never going to wear a flannel shirt like that. But here we are, the trend is here, and I found some shirts so that I can incorporate it because I love them so much. So these are from Rails as well, and these are both in some, again, sort of brownish olive-y tones that I think are so perfect for fall. And I will leave the exact name of these down below, but I have these both. Everything I'm talking about, by the way, I think has been in a size medium if I haven't mentioned it, but yeah, these are really, really cute. Something that I will throw on with a pair of jeans. I can throw it on with a skirt. I can throw it on with leggings, and they are just so cozy, comfortable, soft, really drapey, and just such a nice material because they are not super duper heavy like my old school flannels were. So really perfect kind of addition to my wardrobe for fall. Another essential for this fall season is a good pair of straight jeans, and this is definitely another throwback to the 90s, and I would almost call it 90s jeans versus straight jeans because there's all different styles of 90s jeans that I'm seeing out there, and I am just loving them all. The ones that I picked up that were on sale in the month of September are from J. Crew. These are the vintage slim straight jeans, and I have these in a short length, which I was really happy to see that they had. They're just in kind of a mid-washed blue. I would like to get a darker pair, and I do have my eyes on a pair of Goldie jeans that, of all the jeans that I've gone and tried on to try to make sort of the straight legs work, I tend to go for things that are a little bit sort of slim straight. That's what works best for me. And a Goldie makes this really great pair of 100% cotton, no stretch, just really solid denim that look incredible and come in like a crop length. So yeah, I do have a pair on order. I'm going to see if those work. I'm just trying to figure out the right size. But in the meantime, the two brands that I have been finding both carry a good kind of vintage slim straight fit are J. Crew and Madewell. I love Madewell's perfect, I think it's called the Perfect Vintage straight or slim straight, I'm not even sure. But yeah, been loving all of those jeans, and that is what is sort of transitioning me out of my skinny jeans and into something with more of a straight leg. My next fall essential are chunky shoes. I loved chunky shoes in the 90s and I love them again, and I'm finding myself repurchasing 3 pairs of shoes that I almost had identical matches to back in the 90s. So the first ones are my Boston clogs from Birkenstock. These are in kind of a taupe shade, I believe it's called taupe, and yeah, loved these then, love them now, and these are like a perfect transitional chunky clog for kind of just everyday wear, perfect for where I live, the climate I'm in now, and something that I can wear that with all of like my sweaters and things as I sort of ease into Florida fall, and I just absolutely love these. The second pair of chunky shoes that I was holding out on for years now to purchase, and I finally bit the bullet this year, are from Vagabond. These are, I will leave the exact style name below, but these are their kind of chunky loafers, and I just love them so much. They remind me so much of a pair of Steve Maddens that I wore in the past, and I actually did try quite a few pairs of Steve Madden shoes because they have quite a few similar pairs to this, but the quality of Steve Madden, it's just not agreeing with my feet. This is something where I think you do need to invest a little bit to be comfortable. Would love to get like the Prada ones, but at that price point, I think it's a little bit too steep for kind of a more trendy piece. But these are just perfect, and they're super comfortable and true to size. I absolutely am so obsessed with them. They're really, really heavy duty. As I'm holding them here, it's like getting a workout in, but these are really, really great shoes, and I will leave the style name down below, but cannot wait to style these up for fall. And my last pair of chunky shoes that I really wanted to get last winter and didn't end up doing it, and so this year I decided I'm just doing it, are my Doc Martens. These are the Jaden boots in the glossy sort of original style. I call them the original style. I'm not even sure if it is, but these are the old school ones that I used to wear back in the day. And these are the chunky version. I used to wear just the original version. But what I loved about these is not only the chunkiness, because chunky shoes are so in right now, but I also love that they have a zipper, because as I've gotten older and I just don't like to fuss with putting my shoes on, putting my Docs on, these are kind of perfect, and definitely something that I will get a lot of use out of in the fall season. And I actually forgot my one other chunky pair of shoes that I purchased a few months ago and are going to be perfect for fall. These are from Converse. I believe they're called the Converse Lift, and these are the high tops that have the little bit chunkier sole. I love these. Now, I am someone who has, you know, all the Converse. I've got the low, I've got the high, in the old school version, and they've never been like the most comfortable shoes, I'll be honest. They are quite flat. They don't really offer a lot of support, and the canvas on them, it doesn't dig in, but if you wear them, you know, with no socks, or you're, you know, wearing them over any length of time, they can be like not the most comfortable shoes. However, these particular ones are so comfortable. They not only have a more sort of padded, or I'm not even sure what it is, but a thicker canvas on the foot, but also having that little bit of height and more kind of padded support inside the shoe. makes this so much more comfortable. They're super heavy, I will say that, compared to the originals, but they're just so stinking cute. I had to get them, and I think I'm gonna get a white pair as well because I just love them so much. But anyway, those are my Converse high top All Stars in the lift version, which I absolutely love for fall. And my final fall essential would be a great shoulder bag. I am so excited that the shoulder bag has returned in full force out there. I am seeing them in, you know, every style imaginable, but a lot of great styles that I remember from back in the 90s. And one in particular that I have been so drawn to is this style, which is a hobo style bag. This is from Anina Bing. I will leave the name of this bag down below, but this was so super cute. I could not buy it. It's a beautiful quality leather. It's got this clasp on the front to open it, and then it just carries all of my essentials inside. Really, like I said, great quality, and I love just like the minimalist design of this. I had been looking at the YSL hobo bag as well as the Gucci Jackie O bag, and both of those retail for over $2,000, and this one I want to say was around $500. So yeah, and I was able to actually use a discount code with this as well, and it's just a really beautiful bag. Beautiful, minimal, kind of just works with everything I have in my wardrobe for fall, and something I know I will get a ton of use out of. So yeah, I will leave the name down below, but this is from Anina Bing, who I've loved for years, and I'm so excited to have this in my collection. And being that September was my birthday month, I actually broke down and bought a few other bags from Anina Bing when I made that purchase, and I got two different ones, not knowing which one I was going to keep. I decided to kind of check them both out, and I ended up loving them both, so I think I'm going to keep them both. So here they are. These are two more gorgeous shoulder bags from Anina Bing. I am going to show them to you one at a time, but I am obsessed with the houndstooth, and I am obsessed with this kind of fishbone pattern. So I will show you both of them on and talk a little bit about the bags. I will, of course, like I said, leave the bag names and information down below, but these were priced at about, I want to say $350, something like that. And again, I got a discount code when I purchased, but yeah, I was able to save a little money. But at this price point, I just thought this was the most beautiful bag I've ever seen. It's like, seriously, it's got like this very sort of timeless classic flap kind of shape to it, but then with this really modern strap on top. So you can wear this as a shoulder bag, or you can just hold it kind of on the crook of your arm or just in your hand. And they're just really beautiful, and the quality on these is amazing. So here's what it looks like inside. It's just got a zip pocket and a nice big open compartment. I love the little turn lock closure, and yeah, they are a little bit different. This one is very soft. It almost feels, I love the houndstooth pattern, by the way, but it almost just feels like a soft, like cashmere sweater in terms of material. Whereas, let me just this one aside for a second. Whereas the fishbone feels more like a tweed, so it's definitely a little bit rougher to the touch, but I love kind of all the nubbiness on the tweed. It's got different colors in it, and I knew I would love this one in terms of patterns so much because I actually own an Anina Bing blazer that I haven't been able to wear since moving to Florida, but I have held on to it because I love it so much, and I am determined to wear it even if I just wear it like a coat. But here it is. This is the fishbone blazer, and I probably wouldn't wear them together, although in all the advertising I have seen from Anina Bing for these, they are actually showing the bags with the coats and or blazers that go with them. But I love this blazer so much, and it's such a chameleon in terms of what this works with. You look at it and you think it's a crazy pattern, but it works with literally like everything in my fall wardrobe, fall and winter, or all year round probably wardrobe. It's got little flecks or specks of color throughout, and I think that's what kind of makes it such a chameleon. But yeah, I just loved it so much, and I couldn't decide, like I said, between the two, so had to go with both. And again, here is what it looks like on the ooh, got the dust bag in there. What it looks like on the inside. And yeah, just a really cute, timeless yet modern bag that I just think is perfect for the fall season. And it actually sits really comfortably on the shoulder, even though it's got, you know, this big sort of wide shoulder strap, and it's just so pretty. I love it. I love it. I love it so much. I want it in every color, and at this price point I could probably do it if I really wanted to, but they are just amazing. And there's another color I had considered that I couldn't get my hands on. It's like a light kind of creamy off-white color with some beige in it. I think they call it beige, but it looks off-white to me, but I think it would be beautiful in kind of like the springtime. And since selling my Chanel tweed handbag, which was the only tweed bag I've ever had, I've really sort of, that's probably the only Chanel bag that I've sold that I've actually had a little bit of regret about, just because I remember thinking I'm not going to get a lot of use out of tweed here in Florida, but here we are. So yeah, I definitely will get a lot of use out of the tweed even here in Florida. I think going through my first Florida winter, it took a really long time for it to get a little cool, but we do have our days here when it does get cooler, and I am planning to be traveling up north more just in the fall season and being able to enjoy some of the fall things that I just find myself not able to let go of. So yeah, I did sell that for a really great kind of gain, because right now Chanel handbags, as I'm sure you are all aware, on the resale market, any classic handbags are selling for a very high price. So I sold quite a few classic bags that I just wasn't using, and now I kind of regret it. But in any case, this bag came along, I love it, and yeah, can't get enough of it, and will definitely be using both of these interchangeably with pretty much everything in my wardrobe this fall season. So those are all of my fall essentials for 2022. I hope you enjoyed this video. I will leave the name, style name information of everything I've talked about down below, and if you have any additional questions, please leave those in the comments. And I hope you all have a great week, and I will see you soon in my next video. Bye.